my house.
Plank
5
off?
o'clock. Plank off. Anyone who beats me, $50.
That's gonna be.
I don't know. I don't know. All right, so this is a bit different. As you all can tell, we have.
Have we started?
We started. Yeah, we've been started for like 10 minutes already. Actually.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna edit it out though.
Yeah, I mean,
did you drink that?
Whatever, however much.
So urine, balls, pee. I love.
They say yeah, but it's
women.
fine.
Keeping that.
I don't know.
So there's 6 of us today. I guess it's not really important who they are. They don't really matter.
Fair enough.
Hey.
Well, we can introduce ourselves.
Yeah. So introduce yourselves.
So, I'm Cole.
I'm Nate.
I am Jack.
I'm Nathan.
I'm Jackson Millard.
Wow. I'm Andrew.
Wow, I mean, yeah.
And we're a couple of guys being guys.
Guys being
Guys
dudes.
being dudes.
Guys being dudes.
Dudes being guys. Well, Cole here, the guy in the captain
woman.
hat, has a little presentation. I told him to have a presentation ready, and I guess take it away, Cole.
Okay, so we're counting down my top 10 male athletes of all time.
Wait, starting with 10?
Starting with 10.
Starting with 10.
Starting with 10.
All right.
Yeah, make sure
why
the
wouldn't you start with 1? Oh wait.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Number 10, Kelly Slater. So Kelly Slater is the equivalent to the Michael Jordan of surfing. This dude is a baller. This dude revolutionized the surfing game. And surfing is hard. Have you guys been surfing before?
Oh, yeah.
Fair enough.
It's
Really?
very
Yes,
easy.
it is.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. I went in Hawaii and in Florida and in South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Okay. okay, whatever.
Okay.
It's very impressive to me because he's insane. He's won like 9 world championships in surfing, and just to be able to have that kind of balance and just do all that stuff, that's very impressive.
Does he drink the water as he's surfing?
I don't know.
If you don't, are you a real surfer?
All right,
That's
number.
true.
You want me to go?
All right.
Number 9.
Fair enough.
Tony Hawk.
Okay.
Fair
Tony
enough.
Hawk is insane. at skateboarding.
I'm actually surprised he's not higher.
Well,
Yeah,
we'll see.
I agree.
Tony Hawk, like, he does some things that don't make sense. Do not make sense.
Don't make sense.
He's
They don't
old,
make sense.
too.
Don't make no
He is
sense.
old. And, like,
Yeah.
he did, I don't know if you've seen it, he did a horizontal loop, and then he did, like, the first, so 720, 1080, in which
You're strong.
1080 is insane.
I don't know anything about skateboarding.
But, yeah.
Wait, 1080 so that's 360 times
3.
Don't you have your own?
Oh.
Yeah.
Like he flipped the skateboard 3 times?
No, like, he went, like,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
Okay, number 8. Caleb Dressel.
Really?
Okay.
We all
Okay.
said...
There we go.
Shouldn't he be higher than that?
No, he
Okay.
shouldn't be. Caleb Dressel's a
Actually,
brute
yeah,
of a
that's
man.
fair.
He's very strong. I had a debate over whether to put Caleb Dressel or Michael Phelps, but I had a little insider perspective given to me.
No,
And I realized-
if Michael Phelps isn't on this list higher, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
Well, Caleb Dressel, in my opinion, is more athletic than Michael Phelps.
It's not who is the greatest swimmer, it is
Okay,
who is
okay,
more
okay.
athletic.
Okay.
Wait, but how is
And I
Caleb
think
Dressel
Dressel
more
is-
athletic?
Yeah.
Tony
Tony
Hawk is
Hawk
more athletic
I
than
mean,
Michael
he's-
Phelps.
He may be
my
stronger,
opinion.
but Michael Phelps has more medals. So, of all time, for his time, Michael Phelps.
But
has
it's
more.
not
No,
all-time
Michael Phelps
swimmers,
was
it's
just-
all-time athletes.
Yeah,
As a
that's
swimmer, Michael Phelps was better.
Yes, as a swimmer, Phelps is better.
But,
As an
like,
athlete, I think
athleticism.
Dressel is better.
Are you just saying Caleb's like stronger? Looks better?
I mean, yeah, he looks better.
I mean,
I'd say so.
I
You see this man's shoulders? I mean,
Yeah. That guy's
and that
Have you seen
tattoo.
his abs?
His
Leg
yeah.
tattoo?
I like
Do you
looking
all
at
like
It's just like-
tattoo?
Wow.
No, his leg
All
tattoo
right.
is kind of ugly.
No, wait. I was Caleb Dressel for Halloween.
I know.
What?
I can pop
You
up
put the
picture.
picture in, yeah.
Yeah, I did the picture where like I puffed out my stomach. It was pretty bad.
Oh.
I had that one.
It's pretty
Yeah.
BLD hot
That
people.
was.
Alright,
Yeah.
number 7, Bo Jackson. Now, Bo Jackson is one of the all-time, like, when you think of dual sport athletes, you think of Bo Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was Tim Tebow.
Yeah.
Tim
Okay.
Tebow, not really. But I mean, or what were you going to say?
Depending on who's 1 through 6, that seems fair. Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, Bo Jackson's crazy. Number 6, this is a contentious
Yeah,
pick.
I don't know about this.
Lance Armstrong. No, you know Lance Armstrong. No, you gotta listen to me. You gotta listen. Okay, Lance Armstrong.
Steroids are not athleticism.
But he didn't
Wait,
take
he got
steroids.
Yes, he was on
What?
drugs.
What? Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
All
let
of
me
them.
explain. Yeah, all the he was the one who got caught. All the cyclists were taking steroids. You got to realize the type of steroids he was taking. All it did was it allowed him to breathe easier. He still won 8 Tour de France's, and the Tour de France is insane. That is like 2,000 miles a
On
second.
steroids.
Wait, well, if he can
But
breathe,
it wasn't
easier,
just
that
like he
makes
just
it a lot
injected them. It's like,
easier.
it's easy.
It doesn't matter that he was on steroids. It doesn't. No, he was on drugs.
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't
That's
take
cute.
away.
Yeah,
Okay,
And-
maybe
That's
he
like
was
our-
still very
Yeah.
athletic. He still had
And
to
one
do the
person
work.
wins a Tour de France
Wait.
every year. Anyway,
He won 8 of them.
The only
On
issue.
steroids.
Yeah.
Not for all. He wasn't on steroids.
But how would that make him more athletic than any of the athletes before this?
Because he won 8 Tour de France's.
But
Yeah,
he
As soon
was.
as he took
but
steroids,
he was
that doesn't make it
cheating.
like it's
If
so.
you're gonna have him
If
this
he
high,
was on
if you're gonna have him on the
steroids
list,
and
he should
everyone
be
else
lower
was on
down for sure.
steroids, it's like nobody was on steroids.
Yeah, everyone
I
was
don't
doing it.
believe
He
that
got
works.
caught.
I don't
Yeah,
believe that's how
everyone
it
was
works.
terrible if they were on steroids.
and he has a like postal service sign on his shirt.
That he was
Yeah, was he
sponsored by
delivering
these-
mail or
Yeah,
something the
Maybe,
whole
I
time?
don't know.
That's
Number
how he
4,
drove.
number
Delivered
5,
mail.
Brian Shaw. I did not
I
know
don't
about
agree
this
with
guy.
Dude is
He
like
is
450
crazy.
pounds.
I did not know about this guy.
He is
until
massive. He can lift a lot of weight, but is he athletic?
No, he's not
No.
athletic at all. He can barely walk.
Yeah, that dude is
He's,
not
hey,
athletic.
he's
whatsoever.
strong though. He's athletic. He can lift weights.
Isn't he known?
Not
No, but
only
that-
should
Wait,
this
wait,
guy
wait.
not be
No,
this
but
high
like the
up on
world's
list,
strongest
he shouldn't
man,
be on the
they
list
don't
at
just
all.
lift weights. They also do like the weird like lifting.
They walk around carrying
Yeah.
stones and they do
No,
a
yeah,
bunch of
yeah.
really weird
There's
things.
like the caveman competition.
Yeah.
They carry stones so you can carry the biggest stones.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
killed me
Wait,
big rock.
is that the Thor guy? Like
No.
Thor?
No.
That's a different guy.
Wait, so this guy's bigger than Thor?
This guy's
Yeah.
big.
This guy is
Not
This guy is like the
Humongous.
biggest man on the planet.
he's
I
like
thought he deserved a spot.
6'11", 450 pounds or something.
Number
He's-
4,
he's like
Ronaldo.
I agree with this
Cristiano
one.
Ronaldo.
That is something
Fair
I can
enough.
agree with.
He is like the GOAT. Well, there's the Ronaldo-Messi debate. And Messi's the better playmaker,
Honestly, they
in
should
my
both be on
opinion.
the list, in my opinion.
But Ronaldo's just a better, more... Like, if you look at Messi, Messi's not a big guy. And if you look at Ronaldo, this dude's like the alpha man.
Put Messi in
But
Brian
wouldn't that
Shaw's
make
spot.
Messi a better athlete because he's able to overcome his physical
No,
disability?
well, Ronaldo's still... Or, like, Messi's still really good, but, like, Ronaldo is stronger, and then he's able to do just as much as Messi does, but better.
Oh, okay. So
Like-
you just think Ronaldo's
Like, I think
better.
Messi... Or Ronaldo has more goals than Messi, but Messi has more assists.
Cole just thinks he's cute.
Yeah.
I mean...
No, there should not be any.
The top 10
Bias.
athletes Cole finds attractive.
Top 10.
Oh
Next
yeah,
time.
that's good.
That's
Next time. Top 10 most
We need to
attractive.
take an intermission for Cole to make that.
Are we gonna
Alright.
keep it still all male athletes too?
Yeah.
yeah.
What else?
Yeah.
What else would it
Top
be?
10. Okay, yeah.
All right, number 3. Now, y'all probably don't know this guy.
Nope.
His name is
Oh,
Jan
is that the
Zow.
triathlete?
Dude.
He holds the world record for the Ironman triathlon.
Oh yeah.
I'll
He
agree
should
with
be
this.
high.
So
oh,
he
number
did
3,
the
okay.
Ironman, the
What was his time?
140.6 in 7 hours. Like 7 hours.
Dang.
So that's a 2.4 mile swim, 112 mile bike, and a marathon in 7 hours.
How do you know what he paced on the swim?
Yeah.
If he could pace faster than Jackson,
Can I look it up really quick?
He did not
sure.
pace faster.
Actually, here,
No
do
way.
it later. Do it later.
Dude,
It's
later.
open
Why-
water.
It's
Time
open
from
water
Mercy.
too.
Yeah,
That's
it's
how.
Look it
open
up, look
water.
it up.
They
Look it
like
up.
do it
I'll
in
look
the
it up.
ocean.
I mean, it's different
Yeah,
conditions.
He'll look it
You're
up.
gonna
I'll
do
keep
it.
going. I'll keep going. All right,
Wait, but how much did he break the world record by?
like 10 minutes.
That's not a lot.
But he's won
That's
the
very
Ironman
time.
World
I mean,
Championship
like,
multiple times.
We've been talking
As
for
well.
10 minutes. That
What?
kinda is a lot.
I don't
That
really.
kinda is
I agree with this.
Well,
This
it
is
gets to be
technically
like
three. This is technically three sports
like
in one.
FROD.
So-
10
And
seconds in the
this
mile
is
is
involving
not a lot,
so many
right?
different things. This
That's
is
right.
involving like short distance, long, like what is it called? Like short twitch muscles.
How does it move short?
Like,
Yeah.
because you have to sprint at the end if you're like with somebody.
Yeah.
To like,
At the very end of an Ironman.
That just
Yeah.
I mean,
And
if
in the
you're
beginning of
10,
this
yeah, you're going hard.
if you're
at the
10
end.
minutes
No,
ahead
if
of
you
the
have-
world record, I don't think
You're
that
still
people
moving
are-
up.
And
You're
why
not
do you
trying
think
yet.
made the mile a sprint at the end?
I mean,
but no one else in the world
And
even
if you
tries
have
to mile.
if you have a lot of short twitch muscles, by the end of the 7 hours, they're all gonna be dead.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, okay. Fair
I
enough.
can
But
vouch
it
for
involves
that.
literally
Make-
every
make
muscle
those.
group. It is a swim, bike, run, and plus
45,
mental.
22.
The mental aspect of
That's
doing
kinda
a
really
triathlon. That
Although
long.
it is open water.
Dude,
so.
do the math.
I'd be more scared of the sharks.
Well, and you can't sprint it all at the beginning because you still have to run a marathon.
Oh,
and
is it
some
swimming
other
first?
Yeah, go swim, bike, run.
It's a triathlon, but like
Yeah.
for
45
people
minutes,
that are
22
insane.
seconds swim.
For 2.4 miles, so.
That's
I
not
got a
bad.
calculator.
Not too
Dude, I'd
bad.
be so scared of like sharks during that.
I was at
Yeah,
43
the
too,
Kona,
so
the
murky.
World Championships in Hawaii every year in like October.
So scary.
Yeah, but doing it in the ocean also,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
The sharks,
Okay.
they come
All right,
after
ready?
me.
I just.
Number 2,
Yeah.
Usain Bolt.
That's fair.
Dude's a freak of nature.
Usain Bolt is
1853.
He's speedy.
he's a beast of a man. He is
That's right.
He's not
a
even-
1760
once in a
yards.
generation track athlete, and this dude's insane. Like his sprint records are never going to be broken.
Okay.
I don't know.
I wouldn't say
Honestly,
I don't know about
who's
that.
gonna be faster?
Okay,
Who's gonna be higher
Maybe
than
never,
Usain
but
Bolt?
not in our lifetime. I don't think.
Are you kidding me?
I don't think his records will.
Cole, do you know how many records like last more than 10 years? Like,
we
no.
we said that about
Oh,
Phelps
really?
too.
I don't know.
Yeah,
And
no.
Phelps' 2 fly record lasted what, like 9 years?
I don't know.
Cole, there's like no records in like
So,
any sports that last over like 15, 20
Some of the
years.
track sports have lasted.
But the thing with the
pretty
track, yeah, like
Actually, that's for swimming.
and,
so I
yeah,
don't know.
track they like go.
What do you have to say?
Wait, track records can stay for a way longer time.
Okay. Yeah, that might be right because there's less like innovation. I guess.
Exactly. Yeah, because it's just running.
True.
Okay.
Running is not a
Finally,
sport.
last but not
Wait,
least.
wait, wait. Predictions.
Oh yeah.
I know who it is.
Oh,
Oh, you
Michael
know,
Jordan.
yeah, it's gonna be some basketball.
Yeah, no,
player.
yeah. There's been no basketball.
Larry
players.
Bird.
No, there's
Wait,
no, there's been no basketball players, but there's been no football
Leah
players.
Thomas.
Yeah, they.
Number 1, Leo.
Wait,
Oh,
didn't
oh,
Bo
Bo
Jackson?
Jackson.
Yeah.
Well, technically,
We already did Bo
no like
Jackson.
What, you're
pure
gonna be like-
basketball,
No.
football, or baseball players yet. So none of the big.
Well,
three
Bo
sports.
Jackson's kind of like a
Alright,
hybrid.
He kind of
There's
gets
no basketball players on
Yeah, no
Michael
basketball.
Jordan.
players.
It's going to be a
Michael-
basketball
it's
player.
there. Yes,
Alright.
it is.
It's Wilt
What?
Chamberlain.
God.
Wilt Chamberlain is
Oh
insane.
my gosh.
Wilt Chamberlain is insane. He holds the record in the NBA for the most points in a game, 100. The closest to that
What?
is 81.
You got
Kobe
100
did
points in a
81,
game?
but as we all know, Kobe was a ball hog. R.I.P. though. Kobe never passed. But Wilt Chamberlain scored 100 points. And also, this dude was 7 feet tall, but ran a 10.4 100-meter dash. You can check me on that, but it's 10 point something.
No,
in like
oh.
1960.
I saw a TikTok about him. There was like a video, and they were calling him like an alien or something because he ran so fast.
It's insane.
He was
Okay,
so bad.
but
His athletic ability.
does he hold up by today's standards? Because the game has changed.
Yes. Definitely, he
Like,
definitely
people
was.
say the same thing about Jordan, where he wouldn't be as good today. Can the same thing be said about him?
I mean, okay, you could argue the competition.
Look at it.
To be fair, people are not that short in the NBA anymore either. So he's still insanely tall, but there are
No,
also
he's 7
people-
feet tall.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
he's
still
7 feet tall.
But the thing
So
is,
the
he
guys
has the
in the back are
mobility of
probably
a
hard.
guard at 7 feet tall. That is insane.
Well, so he's like a Giannis. He's just Giannis.
Well, no, not really, because Giannis is a small forward.
Giannis is like 7 feet tall.
Giannis
too.
is like 6'8", maybe.
No,
he
he's
plays
not.
small forward.
Search it up.
He's not a center.
His name is like.
He was a center. Wilt was a center.
I put Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal versus Michael
No,
Phelps.
but the thing is-
Watch that.
Dude,
The
that's
thing is,
crazy.
if he was so good.
The
6'11".
relay. The thing is, Shaquille O'Neal's such a big advantage with that.
Have you seen
there's
Shaquille O'Neal
no-
race
there's
Michael
rarely
Phelps?
I haven't
as
seen
big
that.
as
I've
him
seen
and,
that.
You've seen it? It's on YouTube.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, I saw
Shaquille
that.
and Michael Phelps.
Him
Thank
and
you,
Terrell's do
gentlemen.
like 100 fly, 100
Nathan,
back,
you want
100
your
breasts.
And then Shaquille O'Neal does the
O'Neal
103
I'll
and
put on-
still loses.
Oh, no,
This
no,
is
give it
by
to me.
so much.
No,
He
but the
went
thing
like
is, if Wilt was just as good as Michael Jordan,
125.
then how come?
No, Wilt, but you're looking at two completely
Or
different
if Wilt, okay, if Wilt was
styles
a
of
better
play.
athlete than Michael Jordan, how come he's not like? How come like
People would why is he not in like the GOAT conversation?
Yeah, how come Jordan's like
Well, it's because
Jordan? Everyone knows him.
I mean, Jordan's just way more iconic. The thing is, Wilt played in the '60s. That's such a long time ago.
When did Jordan play?
Okay,
80s,
where's
90s.
Rocky Balboa?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cole, where is Leah Thomas?
You're gonna make it bite
I
me.
don't know.
Yeah, there's no boxers on there.
Yeah,
Come
Okay.
on.
Muhammad
no UFC.
Ali?
Muhammad
Some of
Ali.
those UFC. What
Mike
the heck?
Tyson.
Yeah, some of those UFC guys you gotta play.
You mean Mike
I
Tyson?
should have put a little more
Mike-
odds.
No, yeah, you put two triathlons.
Yeah.
guys.
Well, I figured
There's-
I need to
there's some
represent.
flaws.
You put Tony Hawk before Muhammad Ali.
Yeah,
Oh my
honestly,
gosh,
that's
Okay, I didn't even get.
bro!
any thoughts
Even like
on
your
boxing.
number, you put Y'all
Conor
forget
McGregor?
about-
Okay, Conor McGregor. Okay, Conor McGregor is just mentally deranged.
No.
Yeah, so
That makes him athletic.
No, that is true. Have you seen his flying knee kicks? He just runs at him, jumps as high as he can, knee straight to the face.
So it looked like your list, you tried to take it from various sports. If you did an actual top 10 athletes of all time, it would not be surfers.
I forgot about...
That's true.
Yeah. I forgot about some sports like that.
Oh, what about like alligator wrestlers?
What about turtle?
Yeah, we need some more.
Steve Irwin. I need to see
Bro, that
more.
dude couldn't even beat a manta ray.
Oh.
Let's see.
All right,
Let's see what the internet thinks. Yeah, internet. I said, greatest best athlete of all time. First person I see, Michael Jordan.
Tom Brady.
That's
And
a
then Tom
lie.
Brady.
Not Tom Brady.
Not Tom
Tom
Brady.
It's
Brady.
LeBron, Michael
Athletic,
Phelps,
bro.
Muhammad Ali,
Tom Brady-
Babe Ruth.
Tom
Babe Ruth.
Tiger Woods,
Like
Babe
Tiger
Ruth
Woods.
was
Like,
great.
Tiger Woods is
Roger
insane.
Federer.
Okay,
Bro,
Tiger Woods.
I was thinking about
most
this.
athletic.
Do you know what that does to your back?
Okay,
Bro?
That's
yes,
not
but that's
athleticism.
not athleticism.
Okay.
Will
Tennis?
Chamberlain is on it. He's just
That's what Jackson
Bo-
tennis. Yeah.
I agree with Bo Jackson.
I don't know that
Where
I
you
would
put
put
Bo
Roger
Jackson over
Federer
there.
on the
Yeah, I think
list.
Bo Jackson was good.
Bo
I think
Jackson was
Usain
better.
Bolt was also pretty good.
You
Okay.
see, Lance
And
Armstrong
Will
on there. I mean,
Okay.
I get that the rest of them were doping too, but like,
Yeah,
He still
I
had
see-
to do the work. I don't think it like it's not
Sounds
like he's
crazy.
taking steroids and now it's so easy.
Point is, because
No,
he had
you
No,
have to
but
work
it is
hard, but it's
easier to do
stero-
harder work.
Cole, why are steroids banned then?
Yeah.
They make it easier, but I'm saying he still had to do
No,
work.
Cole, shut up, no.
Yeah, guess what?
Bro.
I think
Yeah,
it
this
works at
random
some high
biker
speed,
dude-
too.
This random
Last
biker
one.
dude who did steroids is suddenly better than Muhammad Ali. Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Not
we're
random.
at
No,
Random
he's
biker,
not
dude.
random. Lance
Yeah,
Armstrong is
okay.
pretty
Yeah.
well known.
Well, wasn't he the guy who, like, landed on the moon?
No, that's Neil.
Oh! I was like, yeah, he is known, but he landed on the moon.
He went so fast with the steroids, he just biked to the
Went to
moon.
the moon!
They made him a big old ramp and just.
Imagine that.
Took off with
That'd be awesome,
Could you
dude.
imagine that?
Dude,
So-
like, you know the rocket bikes and
Yeah,
stuff?
no,
What if
you,
they did that?
like, do you think, Andrew,
If you
you're-
get a
Andrew's-
skate
Andrew's-
velocity
Andrew's
on
an
a
engineer.
motorcycle?
Andrew's an engineer.
Yeah,
Could
I'm
we get,
officially an engineer.
Andrew's an engineer.
Definitely.
Can we like get a ramp or something and then give someone like a skateboard ramp? It's really big. And then get someone on like a really like strong bike or something like that. And
Yeah,
then
this
just,
is a good idea.
That's what they do.
Is it
in
possible?
the
But you
Phineas and
have
Ferb
to-
summer
Yeah.
vacation.
No.
They
Yeah,
do that.
no,
They do that.
theoretically, yes, no.
The Phineas and Ferb summer vacation, they do that.
yeah, no. So you gave like a
Remember when
little.
they go around
If
the
they
world?
do it in
The
Phineas and
atmosphere
Ferb,
is
then it has to be
very
real.
Burned into smithereens.
Okay, party pooper. I'm kidding.
No, but if they were
Hey,
wearing
we'll
a
put you on bike.
spacesuit.
Oh,
then
yeah.
what-
Yeah, we'll try it with you.
Yeah, if they were wearing a spacesuit while they were on the bike.
That wouldn't
That
Their
was-
spacesuit.
They would get cooked.
It'd be more max.
Oh yeah.
What if they had a heat shield on their forehead and
Yeah.
nowhere else?
See.
Maybe.
What? No. What if it was one of those people that are like only have? Oh, okay.
No, it'd be like the Russian guys that go swimming in the frozen over lakes just with heat instead of cold.
Dude, the ice swimmers or whatever they're called.
That
those
should be
people are
higher
insane.
than Lance
No,
Armstrong.
no. What is that guy's name? Do you know the guy like the Iceman? Who goes
Wim
into-
Hof?
Wim Hof. Yes.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah.
Oh.
He goes into frozen lakes and like.
No, he like
goes on
drinks a bunch
frozen
of
tracks.
vodka then jumps into a frozen
Yeah.
lake.
Have you seen the video of the guy who like drinks a bunch of vodka and then he jumps on his frozen pool and he just like balls like, the ice doesn't crack and he's like, what? No. And he just jumps like this and he's like, ah!
Whoa.
Honey.
That Wim Hof thing
Come
is
here,
crazy.
buddy.
We
What
should
do you
invite
have
him
to
as
say
a
about
practice.
this issue?
And by who?
What do you have to say?
Email him.
Yes.
What's his email?
Just lick the mic.
Anyways, so we did top 10 athletes. We're also
needs your help.
somewhat,
Wow.
somewhat athletes,
Turd.
right? We're swimmers.
Well,
And one
I
thing-
could make the top 10 female athlete list.
Oh yeah, sure.
Katie
But okay,
Ledeck.
one
Actually-
thing swimmers are known for. What would you say? Like one thing.
They're
In the locker room.
Yeah.
Both true, but for like ability wise, like what's the thing that they're most known?
Holding your breath.
Okay, so they're saying whoa because in 20 seconds we're gonna start a timer to hold our breath and see who can hold our breath the longest. So ready?
Oh.
Turn timer.
Cole's gonna lose.
Yeah. You all can play along.
Cole's gonna be a solid 15 seconds.
Okay. So we
Is there a
start.
rule you have to hold your nose?
You have to hold your nose. So, guys, be honest. We start when my hand goes to zero, okay?
I can't do it.
do it. I can't do it.
So I started looking at all these Andrew's still like passed out.
Goal's the worst, but it's
Why'd you laugh?
Okay,
We gotta restart.
I started looking at all these penis. I just couldn't help myself.
Oh my god, that's so hard. Andrew's so red for like 30 seconds.
Nathan, why'd you
I
laugh?
couldn't, because it went so silent, I could just
Yeah,
hear
I
it.
know. I didn't think about how to get so quiet.
Dude, we need to play like
so
some
auto.
Jeopardy
We need
music over this.
Yeah,
or
no, we need to
something.
play some like theme.
Dude.
Jeopardy on repeat. No, that's awful. Because every time it plays, it's 30 seconds.
Oh, that was awful.
10 hour long loop.
I mean, you what?
No,
what,
play
what was the
Air
one
Bunny.
you did? Guys, keep it off for now. Jackson, you did how long? Tell them how long you held your breath that one time.
It was about
what happened?
2 minutes and 37
Minutes,
seconds.
37 seconds, and then
And then,
afterwards.
and then he decided to go
was
swim
a
100
different-
no breath and pass out.
Oh,
Fast
No, it was the same time.
Well, I mean, it was like
Almost
different
fell.
events.
yeah. So we have some history with breath holding. He actually passed out one time in the pool.
So did Andrew.
Yeah, I've passed.
Blacked out. That was bad.
I also blacked out.
Well, you
Well, but
just
you
like
also
didn't
passed
come
out.
back.
No, I didn't.
Cool.
It's just
Andrew
blacked
came back
out.
a new being.
They had like a
Andrew woke up, he was like, what
Yeah,
are you
but
guys
it was.
My name's
I didn't
Menke, Andrew.
pass out. It was just a blackout. That's what they said.
No, blackout is when you're
eyes
like
right now.
dead, then you
You
come
pulled his
to
head
right
back and
away.
he's
Pass out is where you're just like dead.
Well, I blacked out then.
Well, you had to be saved, so
No.
you passed out.
No, I didn't have to be saved like physically. They just had to get my head above the water.
No, but yeah, that's passing out.
You just said
The point
that.
is, you almost died, but now you're okay.
So
His
I
life
blacked
was
out, and then I passed
And
out.
he did this the one day that I wasn't at practice. So I was at a high
Same.
school.
I know.
I just got a
That's
text, and it was like Jackson passed out in the pool.
Dude, I didn't even get a text
I
from
remember
Jackson
'cause
passed out. I just
I'm
got a
getting-
picture
Well, I
of Jackson with a
remember
bunch of
UK
fire. and I
lifeguards
was
didn't
like,
even do
what?
anything. Emily got you out of the pool. Like,
Yeah,
UK
the lifeguards
lifeguards
didn't do anything.
It's funny.
They just
And
stood
then
there and
Jerry
told everyone
grabbed
to
his
get out.
arms and lifted him out of the pool.
And
Dude,
I
Jared
was
didn't
just
hurt
sitting there like really confused because I didn't even know that I'd passed out.
Wait, were you completely limp in the water? Well, you definitely were.
I
right?
was, I
So
believe.
Emily got you all by herself.
Yeah, she said I was really heavy.
That's pretty impressive.
How much do you weigh?
Yeah,
I
top
mean, if
10
you have, like,
female
a
athletes.
Yeah,
Emily
Peck.
Peck.
Shout out
Pulling
Emily
me
Peck.
out of the water.
Lifeguard.
Yeah, shout out Emily Peck. Where is she right now?
Where's Nick the
Jackson
Judic in
Millard's
that?
left.
Like somewhere in Florida.
Where's...
Okay, are we gonna redo the breath hold?
Yeah, we gotta redo it. I'm
Hey,
trying to
if
find
we're
a
going to
picture
do
of
female
Jackson.
athletes, you can put
What are-
surfers
wait,
in that.
Guys, what are y'all's records?
Soul Surfer?
Yeah.
Wait, what are y'all's records for breath holding? Mine is 2 minutes. His is
Mine's
2 minutes.
around 2
Mine's
minutes.
like 2
Record?
Yeah,
I don't know. Not good.
I'm not sure.
Not good.
Yeah.
Cole's just like a
Cole's is
solid
like
45
I'm
seconds.
gonna-
Not maybe that.
Here, Jack.
Yeah, I got.
There's a picture.
Okay, I got this picture. I didn't
Okay.
even get
I'll
that
pull it up.
Jackson passed
I'll
out.
put it up on the screen.
I'll just
so you
go-
see. Oh.
Jack does it manually.
There we go. There we go. There's
No,
a
I just
picture.
got. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Scared
I'm
me,
a ferocious beast.
Molly.
So I was driving by a dude with a dog in their car, and started barking at the dog, and the dog started barking back at me.
Okay. Okay. So you got the background music?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So, okay. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
The Jeopardy's gonna make me laugh even more.
I gotta make you tell this in a minute.
I can't do it, Jeopardy.
No, that's so much worse.
Silence.
Silence.
But with silence,
Just
Nathan
don't be
can't
stupid.
I
laugh.
can't do
Shut up.
Silence is
Y'all have made it funny now. Now it's like it's not gonna
Alright,
work.
no. Start the Jeopardy now. Okay.
It's not gonna work.
We have to get used to it.
Hold on.
Give me
Wait,
classic.
are you gonna get something else?
Yeah.
Silence
Arab
is
money.
fine.
Do Arab
Just
money.
No.
Yes.
I mean, I think I just can't do this. I'm gonna just go like this.
Turn on some like jazz or something.
You want fries with that? Yeah.
What are you doing? Oh, you got an ad you can't skip.
You know that one Mission Impossible scene?
I got
Yes.
Tom Cruise. Yeah, Tom Cruise.
Now we are doing ASMR with Nate Janzow.
It's so stressful.
It is.
So yeah,
It makes some
whenever
stressful music.
no, have you all ever failed like when you're watching a movie and you try to hold your breath with the actor? Have you ever failed?
I
Dude, I was
The movies make no
Dude,
sense.
Finding Nemo, bro.
Kid, I don't know about that one though.
The movies make no sense because they're always like breathing out their air.
Dude, Titanic
People are so
was
strong
rough.
underwater. In Kingsman, this guy punches glass underwater and it shatters.
Dude, the Titanic was rough too. That was a hard one, man.
No, they weren't everyone. Oh, they were
At the end.
in the
They
boat.
drowned.
No, they're underwater in the boat.
Yeah.
Bro, Kate Winslet in that movie though.
Stop antagonizing.
We're gonna talk about female actors.
That's why I hate
Can we
you.
talk about that?
Female
actresses?
Wow.
There's a two
You don't know
very
either?
attractive women.
No.
Oh.
I don't
Okay,
know.
then.
Guys, we
Well, I
gotta do
guess-
the breath holding
Okay,
competition.
okay,
Just
okay.
like
We have to get back on
Focus.
topic.
Wait, 5.
I got.
You're still on.
I was fine till the beat dropped.
Hey, get it, Cole?
I promise I can hold my breath for longer than that.
Fix the music.
It's the best song ever made. Look at it. What?
Y'all are in a minute.
I am an oil man. You got it. Don't laugh. Don't laugh, Andrew. No, Andrew, you're good. You're good. Focus. You want Andrew?
What do I go?
He's gonna black out again.
1 minute. 1 minute. I was 1:15.
I let out all of my air when I heard
Dude
it.
looks like he's a.
No, dude, as soon as I heard, I was just waiting for it to drop. I was like, I'm gonna start laughing.
I let out like.
I wasn't prepared.
I wasn't prepared for the beat drop either.
I wasn't prepared for it at all. No, I started like laughing a few times in the middle because I was thinking like, what is Ollie think we're doing?
y'all made that so hard.
What is do it?
He only made like 1:45. I started the timer late.
So if anybody
If we're
went,
going to do like actual holding breath competitions, we all need to leave the room
That's
except
smart.
for
Yeah.
one.
No, we need to put our face in the water.
That's
so
a
that-
bad picture.
It
That's
is
not
a
a
bad
good-
picture. Hold on.
She looks like a
Let
ghost.
me find
You gotta find her in Wolf of Wall Street.
I find
I gotta
that
go,
woman
guys.
very unattractive.
What?
Bye, Andrew.
Good luck at
Good luck,
the meet.
Andrew. Good luck at his swim meet.
Split like a 23 or something on your back.
Yeah. If you don't beat my 50
Don't go.
free
That'd be
time in your
pretty
backstroke,
standard.
23?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
unless
Yes,
it's
sir.
mysterious.
That's the part that we cut out. That's the part.
So
Oh, where
then-
he put on the
Yeah,
sunglasses.
Then
that's-
I just get
that's-
sunglasses out
That's
of
what we were just
nowhere.
talking about.
Every time you make a cut, Nate should have like a different article of clothing on.
And then we should do one where he has no article of clothing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
now
go
we
get
have to
my
cut it
suit.
again.
No, I mean, actually, I haven't seen Nate naked before.
Are you supposed to have seen Nate naked?
I don't know. I feel like I've seen
I
like,
have
all of
seen
you
most of y'all naked before.
I saw Cole's
Okay.
penis at NAC.
Cole
Oh,
like
my suit
deliberately
rips.
showed me
Yeah.
his.
Huh?
Cole was stretching.
Like,
his
Cole
tech
like
suit and
flashes
his suit was-
everybody
Yeah,
all the
remember when it
time.
ripped?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's kind of like a swimmer thing.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the one ability that all swimmers
You're not a
Yeah,
true swimmer,
seeing
brother,
each other
unless
naked.
you've seen each other naked.
And the thing is, it's not weird because I mean, when you're
We're
swimming,
okay.
you're like
It's
you're
still
just trying
kinda
to breathe.
It's kind of weird.
It's kind of weird.
I don't need to see all that. Like, personally, for me,
Well, I'm not
I
deliberately
don't
out
need
here
to.
like, hey, look at my penis, Nate.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like,
not
it's
Jackson.
yeah.
How do you know?
No.
Because Abby told us.
Oh.
Wait, really?
Abby said she
You
just
know what?
walked
We need
around
to
naked in
assert
the
our
locker room.
dominance
She's
on
like, I
them
don't
and
care, I
start
look
doing
nice.
that.
Not doing that.
Be like the old guys and just like drop your pants.
That'd be so. I think some teams do that.
Man,
Like some
see
teams
them
in the
titties.
locker room at
Carmel?
Hoops, Yeah,
Carmel
no,
just walks around with their whole like butt cheeks hanging out.
Yeah, no, they change like completely naked and like talk to each other while they're just
This is an interesting part
casually
of the
naked.
podcast.
Yeah. No, something.
Would you want to go to a nude beach on the topic of nudity?
No.
I don't know.
No?
It depends.
You wouldn't want to go to a nude beach?
That'd be so awkward.
I think it'd be interesting. Well,
I
no,
feel
but
like
the
the
thing is,
people who
it's
go
like
to
it's
nude
like the
beaches
nudist
are
colonies in
ugly.
Florida with all the old people. Like they don't care if they're all old, so like they're just leaving each other naked.
No,
It
it's
doesn't
because
matter.
everybody's nude. So like, if you're fine, it's like normal.
Yeah, it's
like,
nothing.
No,
Like,
I would not want
it's
to
just
be
like-
a person that stands out in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, you gotta be a
would
part of the
stand
crowd.
out.
You have to
Because
be a-
you're gonna get so many
Nate's
dirty
too
looks if you have
attractive.
clothes on.
I see.
If
Yeah.
it's too attractive, he would stand up.
No, like-
They'd be staring at my micro penis. It wouldn't be fair.
And
Hey, yo,
like when we
Nate,
wear
look,
briefs,
out of pocket, Nate.
when we wear briefs and we're all together, it's fine. But like anywhere else, we wear. You know,
Well, that's because it's like that's the setting for it. It only has one place you would wear a brief.
I
Like
know.
I'm not gonna go to my job interview at Chick-fil-A wearing
maybe
just a brief.
you won't. Beta.
are there any nude beaches?
I feel like
And
Jackson.
then he knew what?
That's like a Europe thing, right? Nude beaches.
There's some in California too, and Florida as well.
Well, that's just
I just
California.
feel like that'd be so awkward.
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
No,
It's like
but-
you're not-
but-
Well,
it's
I'm going
like-
to Arizona for winter break.
Arizona.
I'm gonna be close to California.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
had
yeah,
a-
yeah.
Hey,
Give me
Nathan,
some-
Nathan, I have a question. Why do
What?
you have two identical keys on the same
Alright, so these
keyboard?
are my keys. You
They're
know,
identical.
Jackson was twiddling with these earlier, and I actually didn't even know this, but apparently this is a flashlight.
Whoa.
What else would it be?
What did you think it was?
I don't know. I've never looked. I've never.
vape.
Yeah, I've never like thought about it at all. I haven't ever used any of these. I don't know what these keys are. They could just be props.
Maybe they're keys to.
Well,
Right.
they're identical.
They're the key
Yeah.
to your heart, Nathan.
Oh.
Give them
I'll
to
open
someone you
that.
love.
Well,
Yeah, you keep one and you give the other to the woman that you love.
Or
That's
men.
actually kind of cool.
Romantic.
That is pretty romantic.
Thank you.
No, well, I guess for Nathan it would be man. But
Well, I said
Uh.
yes. Woman or man.
Isn't there like an actual thing, like a
Or
lock, like a
Yeah.
lock bridge?
Well, so there's
No,
this bridge
yeah,
in
there's a
Paris,
bridge.
France, where like
The lock
lover,
bridge.
yeah, the lock bridge, where like two
I've
people
seen
are
that in
dating will put
movies.
locks onto a. There's like the bridge and they put a lock and they write the name. on it.
That's just like there's a
And then you
wall
throw
in
the key in
Seattle where
wherever.
you stick
and then
your
they break
gum.
up and it's forever on the bridge.
It's like,
I-
dude,
no,
I don't understand why you get a tattoo of your girlfriend's name or something. That's
Definitely not
There's
girlfriend.
a-
talk about he got a tattoo of it on his.
well, they don't know.
Yeah, they don't know.
A kid in our school in our class, he got
That's
a
not a
tattoo
tattoo.
of
the
like
clown.
from it. No, like the boat, like the little sail.
The boat with Georgie and the red balloon.
It's interesting.
It's a large tattoo. Also, it is. It's not.
That's
good.
interesting.
I wonder what like
That girl got a tattoo. And
Got a tattoo.
it's not. It's
No.
not a very cool
Honestly?
tattoo.
Well, what is it?
Well, I feel
It's
like
just it's a red star.
She's a communist.
No, it is
Wait,
a star,
yeah, what?
and it is complete.
Someone should stop.
Bad gun.
I also
Ah,
thought you
yeah,
were
put
gonna
the
shoot
gun down,
Stop.
Jackson.
Someone should go to that bridge in Paris and like find all the couples and then see how many are together. Like find the
That'd be
percentage.
interesting.
Someone should like find the couple and then take their lock.
What?
You can't take it off the thing though.
Yeah.
If you get
They-
bolt cutters, you can.
Fair enough.
What
Can't
if
argue with that.
Or a lock-
What if I
lock
take
picking.
the whole bridge
Yeah.
down, Cole?
Yeah.
They did actually. They took the locks
Wait,
not
what?
there anymore. Yeah.
I thought I swear I thought I went there. I went to Paris like 3
Yeah,
years
yeah,
ago,
they took it
right?
down like a year ago. Like it was
Oh,
right.
okay.
I think it was like right
Okay.
before the pandemic.
Do you have any good food in Paris?
Who was in Paris?
Nathan
I'm
ate
not a big
snails.
food guy.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah, who's in Paris?
No, oh, yeah.
Who's in,
Me,
who was in Paris?
Me and my family. My
Okay.
family were in Paris.
Who was in Paris?
My family.
Okay.
Yeah. I ate
Who
snails,
else
I
was in
hated them.
Paris?
My family. Anyway, have any of you all seen this new Spider-Man movie?
I'm seeing
I'm
it
looking forward-
tonight.
I was going to ask about
I'm
movies,
seeing it tonight.
like a specific question, because Nathan and I, we disagree on a lot when it comes to movies. And-
Hold up, if we're cutting out a part, then shouldn't I change a tire?
It's fine. No, don't twirl
I
that
could-
around too much, by the way, too. Don't
Oh,
twirl
I've been like,
it. It's fine. Oh, really?
yeah.
Well, hopefully we don't.
Where none of the audio,
Whatever.
bro.
Whatever. If you hear random clicks, it's because Nate decides to.
I've been doing that the whole time.
Alright, don't twirl it. Just like keep it right here.
I can't. You
hear
put
any
it in
of
my
this, all you
hand.
hear is-
No. Keep it down there, because then it'll be too loud. Yeah.
Dude, people are gonna be so confused when I'm just sitting here with the laptop.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, "What's happening?" Click, click, click.
Yeah, don't move it around or run it
I
over.
think it's Morse code or something. I understand what you're
Save
saying.
me.
Wait,
It's like
so what were you gonna say
the
about
POW from the Vietnam
okay.
War talking about.
What is
What
like?
are you talking about?
What is one movie that people love but you just hate? Like you can't.
Forrest Gump.
What?
Well, yeah, I don't understand that. I don't understand. Forrest
I cannot
Gump,
stand
like
Forrest
it's just
Gump.
like a classic movie. It's like post Thanksgiving.
I will not deny that it is a classic movie, but I cannot stand Forrest Gump.
like him.
Yeah, just Forrest Gump. I
Why?
can't.
It's because he's
Forrest
retarded,
Gump,
isn't
yeah,
it?
I mean, Adam Sandler in The Waterboy. I cannot stand
That's
actors.
a joke. That's just
I
a
cannot
joke.
stand actors that like act that way in movies. I just I cringe when I see it.
Yeah,
That's
fair
wrong.
enough.
That's wrong.
No, mine, I don't know if people love it, so I don't know, but Joker. The Joker
Okay,
movie.
I haven't
Joker.
seen that
People,
movie.
Absolutely hate
Joker's
it.
really divisive. Like people either love that movie or hate
Yeah,
that
okay,
movie.
yeah,
And I'm
sure.
on more of the like hate side.
Oh, also, Uncut Gems.
Oh,
I absolutely hate that one too.
No,
The one with-
Uncut Gems is such a good.
It's
one
a
with-
good movie, but it starts so slow.
What are you talking
It is
about?
So slow.
It starts with him getting a colonoscopy. What
That's
movie?
pretty
What other
quick.
No,
movie
I just
starts?
hate it because they killed the main character just randomly.
That's a spoiler.
That's
the movie
why-
went on for 3 years.
That's why it's so good, though. You're not expecting it. As soon as that happens,
Oh, okay,
at the
so
very,
if,
it's like,
if Voldemort just randomly, Abracadabra's Harry Potter.
yeah, that's different. 'cause, like,
Avada Kedavra's Harry Potter in like the Magic Goblet in like the third book, and it's gonna be
fourth
amazing
book.
all of a
yeah,
sudden.
but like the thing is, that's like a franchise. This is a standalone movie. You can do that in a standalone movie. You can't do that in an 8-book franchise that you're trying to adapt.
Especially when the movies are based off of books that are already made.
Yeah, cold.
They can't. We're talking about you,
Oh.
Nathan.
Dude, I don't like Frozen, man.
You
I haven't seen Frozen. I saw Frozen
I
with
didn't like
Jake
Frozen.
Purdy in 3rd grade.
Hey,
Jake Purdy, shout out
the
Jake
first
Purdy.
time I saw Frozen, my dad took me to the movie theater and he said, "Oh, kids, we're gonna go see like Transformers or something like that." I was like, "Let's go! This is gonna be an awesome movie." Then we walk into the movie theater. It's
I
like,
was gonna see Megan Fox, but he didn't.
I know it was such a lie. I was,
Wait, why did he
Tricked.
trick you? Why did he trick you?
I don't know.
All I know is
He's just
Olaf is so annoying.
Shout out to Greggy Janzow for ruining my movie theater experience.
Greggy Janzow. Was Greggy Janzow a swimmer when he was in
He
college?
was.
He was.
Oh, really?
Texas.
I didn't know
I
this.
don't
Where?
know where.
Texas.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, like Longhorns?
He didn't
Oh,
swim in
oh.
college.
Oh! I thought you.
He
you
swam
do
in Texas.
Oh, but did he swim? He didn't swim in college.
Like club swim? Like when he was in
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, if your dad swam at Texas and he never told us, like, share your secrets with us.
No,
Yeah,
they don't like Texas. The Longhorns.
They like the A&M.
Yeah.
The Aggies. Shout out Cole Jansen.
Shout out Greggy Janzow.
Shout out.
I don't like Cole Janzow.
Yeah, he shaved his
Personally.
head. Plus
Yeah.
girlfriend now too, right?
Chris.
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of.
Her name is Chris, so I think she
Her name is
secretly
Chris.
Like
died.
KRIS?
Yeah.
I thought it was CHI.
No, it's CH.
CHIRS.
No, it's regular.
R.I.S.
No, her
Regular
real
Chris?
name is Christina, but she goes by Chris.
Oh, that's fine.
Christina with a K.
I don't know.
That's
No.
crazy.
With that, with KR.
If it's a K,
Yeah.
it's a KH
RY.
RY.
Anyways, we just
do
like
that?
less than an hour ago. I guess more than an hour ago now. Had a plank off.
Nathan
I lost.
No, I won.
Nathan
That's
did
what,
win.
that's what I'm thinking about.
Nathan sabotaged.
Is that
me.
why you did it? So that you could talk about it now?
No, I just wanted to do it. Honestly. Yeah.
That's a lie.
No.
Call
yeah.
that last.
Nathan only hit
I
like
felt like Forrest Gump. I just
5%
didn't feel
of
like
his
doing it
personal
anymore.
record.
Yeah, I got. How long did I get? 8 minutes.
So
Seven minutes?
like 7.
I got like 7 or 8 minutes, and at the
I
end,
thought it was like
I was
5.
gonna say like 5.
Yeah,
No,
it
no, it
was
was-
like 5.
no, because we
No
started
way.
at 22, and I ended
You were
at.
done at like 28.
I stopped
Oh,
at like
so it's 6
3
minutes.
3 minutes 5 seconds or something.
You went like 6.
I
No,
deject
You also adjusted.
the once.
I don't care. That's
That's
cheating.
fine.
My arms were slipping.
I
the
stayed
whole
like
time.
this the entire time.
Honestly,
I didn't
feel
even
like-
have. I didn't know. Is that a thing for planking? Are you supposed to intertwine your fingers?
Just
I think it makes it easier.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't, because
You
my
just
hands
gotta-
were like that on
No,
the
you just
ground.
gotta make sure that you're loose, that you're not like trying too hard to stay up.
You don't want to like get too focused. Like you kind of want to zone out a little bit. I feel.
Yeah, that's what I was
Especially
like.
if you're going for a long
No.
time.
That's why I was trying to.
Yeah, I was good for the first minute, and then Andrew said, "I'm already shaking, guys," and I started to notice I was also shaking, and so I started hurting, but I was fine up until then.
Like being totally honest, I feel like I could have gone like a lot.
Do it
longer
right
than
now.
I
Show it.
Well,
No, that's something I'm planning to do in the future. Like maybe in like January
a
or
plank stream.
yeah, no, just
Just
invite.
planking.
Just I'll post it on Instagram and like Snapchat and stuff. Just invite everybody I know and say my house
Plank
5
off.
o'clock. Plank off. Anyone who beats me $50.
That's gonna be.
I don't know.
there's
I don't
gonna
know
be
if
some-
there's a single person in
There's
Lexington that
going-
could beat you.
I'd show up to
Yeah.
watch.
There's
No,
going to be
actually-
like a couple of crazy people who are
Yeah.
gonna end up paying like $500.
You know, that's why I might do person who wins $50.
Yeah.
So like if it's me, then I don't have to get.
So
$50.
whoever goes the longest.
I don't know if
But only
anyone
if
could
they
beat
beat
you.
I don't know.
I
No,
think, people could definitely. There are people in
I
Fayette
think-
County who
No,
could.
it
Yeah.
depends. It
Who?
really depends.
Kevin
Without
Ryan.
People we
Justin?
don't know.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying, I don't know if
But
there's
it
a
would be
single
Dude,
person.
but
Nathan, that
like
was-
gymnasts and people
They
that
would
are
be
just
like-
they're tiny but they're straight
Yeah, I think-
muscle.
Nathan hit an hour and 12-minute plank, and he could have gone longer.
Did you adjust at all? Like, did you bring your
I adjust a little bit, but I also don't think anybody could last an hour.
I don't
without
believe
it?
it.
No, the world record's like 7 hours.
Yeah.
The world, I
Maybe
thought it was like
doesn't
8
just-
hours.
Maybe it's longer.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's
I don't
But the
believe-
crazy part is that it's like a 60-year-old man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I just don't think anyone has the mental capacity to do it.
That guy did it. You can watch like the whole
No,
thing.
I'm not talking
But
about
there's-
that guy. I'm talking
there's
about
beat
here.
Nathan.
But
But
that guy's-
can Nathan do the hour plank again?
Yes.
That's
You think so?
I don't know. It depends.
Yeah.
It really depends.
We need Nathan to go through breakup.
Oh, shut up.
Oh.
So,
We need to give Nathan some of his Adderall,
yeah.
and then
And then the Josh
Don't
or
expose Morris.
the Rice Krispies.
the Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah.
Rice Krispies. treats.
Oh wait, we have to cut out those names stuff. It's okay.
Yeah, I stopped
And,
myself.
and then some fire music.
Fire
Yeah.
music. No, music was so important. I think in the competition, I'll allow people to just like briefly every like 5 minutes or something like that. That's like
What was
reasonable.
that?
I don't know.
No, just like so if they're up like this, right, or they're on the floor like this, they just can go like this. I'd be like 5 minutes.
You have to stay.
And
okay.
we'll,
Yeah,
we'll,
and you have
we'll
to
need
you can't
judges.
break your-
we'll have
of course.
judges.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we have
we'll
people.
walk
Can,
around.
I will be a judge.
If-
I
I
don't
mean,
want to do
If
it.
you break form, you're out.
No, we have
Yeah,
to do.
definitely.
Remember what our old weight person used to do? Where like if you're holding your legs up, he'd like kick your legs.
What?
Yeah,
You remember that?
I mean, I never went.
Because when you'd be like,
Fair
yeah,
enough.
you never went there.
Nathan
But
owes him, like,
if you were like
$300.
holding your legs up in like a reverse plank or something, you go and like
He'd
kick
he'd
your
try and make you
legs.
fall down.
Yeah.
I'd want to do that
It's
with
like
all the
what
people
Taylor did
planking.
when you were holding the thing and he was like.
It's like that. It's like to try and make you break form.
I see.
But they'd be planking, and then you'd like kick them in the ribs or something.
I see.
What? I don't know. If that's
No,
the name.
wait, what?
I
No,
think that'd be a little too much.
I said I see on that on accident. I didn't mean that.
They was like, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm kidding. I think we're also disregarding a lot of girls too.
That's true.
Beat
Like-
to,
No.
in the plank competition.
Yeah,
well,
no,
I feel like you
some
could have
girls
two
are
different
tough.
divisions.
No.
No,
I
girls are tough.
Girls have a higher mental capacity than men.
Yeah.
And endurance. They have more endurance than men do.
I think I agree with that. And
I mean, you
Well,
could be
have you ever watched
surprised. They're-
Survivor?
no.
If there's too many men, they'll have a competition that's like stand on a pole in the sun as long as you can.
What?
And
Yeah.
the
Survivor's
men,
free.
the men always lose.
Oh wow. First.
Yes.
Other than if there's
Yeah,
like
men are
that
honestly
one guy.
just-
Men are just like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Honestly, how
I know
old?
that things.
Have you? I know your thought is how old do you think you would do if you were on Survivor?
I'd win.
I think I'd
You
do
win.
it. I think
There's
I'd
no
do
way.
it.
They look so easy.
No, I have a theory. Because do you know how it works? Most of the people who get out by getting voted out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
you want to be
It's-
likable.
No,
That's
it's
the
not
main
like
thing.
how good you are at
It's just
stuff.
how much the people
So
like you.
I think anyone who says that they are going to win would
Would
be
lose.
out very first.
Well, I wouldn't tell
No,
them that.
What
I
about
wouldn't-
the
yeah.
Amazing Race?
That's
a
the-
show.
That's the part where you have it's mental competition as much as it is
I'm a
physical.
likable
So
person.
what would you do?
There's no one that dislikes
You
me
just
at
like
school because I
make
don't
friends
talk.
with everybody and just like
Big brain.
suddenly let them know that they're not going to win.
All I'll do is
Just
I'll
be
carry
like-
the team through challenges and I'll be a likable person. So,
No,
you know,
but if you carry your team to the challenges, everyone knows
They're
that
gonna-
you're the best,
They're gonna want to kick
and they're
you
going
out.
to kick you out.
I'll
Yeah,
do the
you want to be like
worst.
perfectly
No,
average.
it's like if you're being chased by the bear.
If I
You
carry
don't
my
have
teacher
out in the hay.
to. You don't have to be the
Yeah.
fastest, but you can't be the slowest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to be average. You got to be. You can't be the worst. Can't be the best. You got to be in between. Goldilocks.
Yeah, because all the winners, they had the winner party or something, and none of them were like super athletes or like
Exactly.
They
anything
just
at
it's
all.
it's
They're
not
just
about
ordinary people.
it's not about being good. It's about playing the game.
How good do you guys think? You know the Amazing Race, where it's like you
I
have
know
a partner
of it.
and you go around the world, and it's like
Dude, you know, like when
It's
they
really-
do
it's
the
really
husband
good.
wife races.
wife carrying. We were
Yeah,
talking about
dude,
this in
that would
school.
be
You were there.
awesome.
Wife carrying in Finland. So like you know what a Spartan race is?
No.
So it's- or like a Tough Mudder, but
Okay.
without the mud. It'd be like doing that, but you carry your wife on the back. It's in Finland. You carry her on your back. You do the whole thing, and at the end, if you win, you get your wife's weight in beer.
What?
It would be amazing.
How much is that?
We need a
However much your
sponsor.
wife weighs, I guess.
So if you have a really skinny wife, you're kind of it's easier
Well-
to win,
But you get less
but you
beer.
get less beer.
Yeah, no one would.
So
win that.
people are probably like putting their wife on like a diet to like fatten them up.
But the dudes who look like
Here you
that,
go,
the
honey,
dudes
have
who do
some
that
mashed
look like Brian
potatoes.
Shaw. Like they are like
Yeah.
huge.
I mean, you would have to be.
Yeah.
How long do you have to run?
I don't know, you
a
can look it
lot.
up. I don't know much of that. It's
I
like,
mean, it depends. You really just have to have leg strength. There wouldn't be much.
well, no, you have to do
Well,
like
yeah,
like
that's
you,
true.
yeah, you have to like do stuff while they're holding.
It's your whole body.
Because like they're just grabbing onto you. Like you still have to do stuff with your arms.
Your wife would have to be kind of strong too to hold
She is,
on.
yeah, because if you fall, I think you
and
get
core
paralyzed.
strength because you need to not be able to tip over and stuff like that. That's something that I feel like they would do in the army.
They should do that. We should do that, but instead of beer, we use chocolate milk.
I don't think.
I don't think
so-
any of us are married.
Go
First
yeah,
off,
and go ahead. And try
Okay,
to
well,
buy
we
it.
could just like
Hey,
pick
you
a
are the
random
only
girl.
one with the girl.
I want
Yeah, you wouldn't get that much chocolate milk.
I think like 100 pounds
What
of
about
chocolate milk
orange
is still
juice?
worth it.
Orange
Nate
juice. Yeah, what
would
about
love
orange
some
juice?
what's your favorite kind of
Dude,
juice?
Yeah,
orange
what's your
juice is the best
Nate
juice
can
ever.
No.
The question is, are you deranged or not? Do you like pulp or no pulp?
No pull.
No pull.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
good.
Sometimes
a little bit of pulp.
I'm not that.
No,
I
I'm a
agree.
no
A
pulp
little-
guy,
a little bit.
ordinarily, but sometimes I'm
If
feeling
it's a little
bit.
If you're
You feel a little
squeezing it
sweat.
yourself
Yeah.
with pulp, is amazing.
You know-
But yeah.
Orange juice at 1 a.m.
Yes.
Different.
No, cereal late night also is pretty good.
Cereal with orange juice in it. Oh my gosh.
Have you
Water
actually had that?
when you're dehydrated.
Nah,
Dude,
nothing's
water
as
when
crisp
you're
as water
thirsty.
when you first wake up.
Yeah,
That first sip
when
of
you're
water.
dehydrated.
Yeah, when you're
No,
dehydrated.
no.
Dude, water
No, it's
after
better
you
when you
chew
wake up in the
gum.
middle of the night and go get water.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
sleep through the night, dog.
I've never-
I literally
Yeah.
sometimes I'll wake
I don't
up
like
in the middle
getting
of the
out of my
night
bed.
and I sleep with a glass of water next to my bed.
Yep.
I'll drink the whole thing and then just go
Dude,
right
I've
back.
worried sometimes. I'm like dreaming, and I feel like I like hear water running in my dream. I'm like, dude, am I peeing myself right now?
Have you all recently had and remembered your dreams?
Yes. Okay,
Yes.
like a lot recently. And every morning when I'm driving to school with my dad, I'll detail the whole thing. I'll be like,
No.
Yeah.
I've done the same thing. I've had 3 big ones, and I write them down.
I've
Right
been.
when I wake up,
Well-
and they're long. They're like page and a half.
You know what they say is like a dream lasts like 3 seconds.
Yeah,
or
Yeah.
something
Inception,
Really?
the movie. Yeah. Like, well, you remember how in Inception, as I go through the dreams, time passes differently.
Oh yeah.
So like it's like 18 hours up
Dude,
here.
I
It's like
love
10
those type
minutes.
of movies.
That's a great movie.
No, but what were yours about? Because I heard.
Okay, I can
No,
give you my first one.
one of my teachers, I'm not gonna say who. She was like, oh shoot.
Did you
But
tell them?
She
your
was
dream?
like, your dreams have no indication of what you're actually thinking. But
No,
They're just completely random.
But-
it's just a reflection of your
because your
conscious-
brain has to
subconscious.
subconsciously
I don't
make
even remember
it. So
what
obviously,
I've ever had.
I've had these insane dreams where it's something that I've never seen before. Then I go a week down the road and I've seen it before. What are you doing?
Adjusting the mic.
So you can hear my dreams tell the future, bro.
That's
Just hold it-
happened
just
to me
hold it.
before. That's
Right.
called deja vu.
Yeah, deja vu is you think you remember something that you've seen before.
No,
you haven't seen.
but I haven't seen it before.
That's deja
And then
vu.
I see it in the dream,
No,
and
that's not
then
deja
I
vu.
see it.
Is it deja vu? Is
deja vu is like.
you have seen it and you think, oh yeah, you have.
No,
seen
no,
it
no,
and
that
you
is
think
deja
it's-
vu. No.
Oh,
No,
that's right.
it's you see something and you feel like you've seen something before, but
Yeah,
you didn't.
but you haven't seen it.
Oh, so
It's that, but I
I know
Photograph
it's
to
happened to me
remember.
before.
So
you
you can
see something
see
happen
it.
in your dream and then it happens.
yes.
That's not deja vu though. That's something else.
No, that is deja vu. Kind of.
Well, it's like
That's
I
like
don't know.
that's like prophecy stuff.
That's
No, like I'd have
that's
a dream.
like prophecy.
It has to do. What
New
they
Matrix
say
movie
is
coming out too.
it's like a small error in your brain, and so like you see it, and
then
then
you make it happen.
It makes you like I forget.
We need Miss Clark here.
It's like a
shout out Miss
it's
Clark.
like a short circuit basically.
Shout out Miss Clark, our psychology teacher. She could definitely explain this way better.
With her own
well,
life.
No, but like,
Yeah.
for example, I'd have a dream that I stubbed my toe. Then, like, a week later,
Well,
I'll
you
stub my toe and
No,
I'll be
no,
like,
it's more specific. It's like
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
a
you're
lot
sitting
more
in
specific.
school and the teacher's teaching something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you seen the Dream Man? Have you actually seen those memes where it's like, have you seen this man in your dreams? Do you know that image?
No.
No, there was one.
Let me go get my
No,
dream
this is
journal.
an actual example of what happened.
It's Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Yeah.
He stole my dream journal.
No, this is like an actual example of what happened when I was moving down here, like 4 years ago or 5 years ago. When we were picking out the house that we were going
Have you
to buy
seen this
to
guy
move
in your
down here.
dreams?
No.
No.
Okay.
When we were moving down here, I had a
now.
dream. I had a dream of the house that we were going to buy. Not the house that I live in now, but the house that, like, one of the ones that we were looking at. I've never been in this house. I had no idea where it was. But then we went to visit that house. I sat down on, I don't even know why I did this. I sat down on the couch that they had there, and it was exactly like I saw in my dream.
That's freaky. That's Lynchian. That's surreal.
So I only remember one dream I've ever had, and it was when I was like 5 years old. My grandparents had a park by their house, and I remember I was running around the park getting chased by the big bad wolf, and I thought it was gonna eat me, and I was like crying and stuff.
Oh,
One of my latest dreams was I was at my grandma's house, and there were like 5 Christmas trees in her kitchen, and there were these African women in like full tribal gear. And then I was just playing the air guitar to Jesus Christ.
Oh, you told me
by
about this one.
Soundgarden.
You told me that.
So I was just running
What
around.
the heck? What the
And then I
heck?
woke up. Yeah, my dreams are weird, bro.
No, I remember there's this like one reoccurring dream when I was younger.
Do you guys have? I feel like I don't have reoccurring dreams.
I have one. I feel like I probably have more, but there's one that I remember.
I feel like those.
It's
mean
I'm
something.
trapped
But when you're
on an
young-
island in like a huge expanse of water, maybe like this big, and there's like
But
millions
like
of
how-
sharks.
Like
surrounding
how
the water.
big? Because you like.
No, the island is this big. Like I'm literally
So
like
it's- oh, like
no,
the
no,
island's
this
really
big.
small?
Yeah, I'm literally standing on like a body of land this
That's
big.
like this big. Like
There's
just
like,
your feet.
Yeah, and there's like miles of water. And it's like a river. Like it's like flowing water, and there's like millions of sharks in it.
That reminds you actually of Shark Boy and Lava Girl, where like he's on the raft.
Maybe.
That's
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's where it came from.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Dude,
is
my
a
recurring
masterpiece, by the way.
Isn't there an episode of like the Backyardigans where it's like that's like the Great Pyramid of Giza or something? I swear I have the same dream about that I like fall into the pyramid and get eaten by a Tyrannosaurus
Okay,
Rex.
on the topic of pyramids, are aliens real? Because like the pyramids, could they actually have built that?
There's no way that they could have brought stones up
Like-
at that angle. Like
I
the
don't
Great
think the
Pyramid,
angle- like-
Giza's like.
Yeah, it is.
They can build the pyramids.
Yeah.
No, but how would just by straight manpower? How would they do that?
I don't believe
Because
that aliens-
they were actually really, really smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. And think about
Definitely
it.
smarter.
So if you look at the whole pyramid, you're gonna think no way. But think about it
Well,
one
they did
step at a
block by
time.
block,
So
yeah.
think about the first layer, right? One block each time they can do that, right? It's
Right.
like a
Yeah,
bunch of
well,
blocks, but
have
it'll
you
take
seen
a while-
it? And they
it'll take
like
a while.
wrapped around
Right.
as they built
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So now the
makes
next
sense.
layer, the second layer, it's just one more block. Like you can carry up that one block,
Yeah.
one layer, right?
Yeah.
Do you think
And then that
aliens
third
are
layer,
real?
all you need to do is carry up that first layer, and then do that one more time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
just
but
like
what
one step
happens
at a
when
time.
you get to the top?
Well, you just
Come
carry
back
up that
down.
one block up a layer, like
Yeah,
every single
it's-
time.
yeah.
It just takes forever, but it's
I built a
And
pyramid.
then they had that manpower
I
because
know
like
that.
everyone in Egypt was devoting to make
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, and like it took like 40 years or something.
yeah, and like
Okay, and also another, if we're talking about like great construction projects in ancient history, the Great Wall of China. That is unbelievable.
That's crazy.
Because it is 2,000 miles long.
But it's
It's
like-
tall.
yeah.
I mean, it's like a 70, 80, 90 foot tall
I
wall.
built it in Minecraft.
And Danny Way, the skateboarder, actually skated. He got a ramp, and he went over the Great Wall of China.
I need to go there. I've gone to China.
I
like,
personally
3
don't
times.
believe in aliens.
No.
At all? You
I
don't think there's
believe-
any life
There's-
I
other
don't
than
believe
us in the
aliens
universe?
came down to our planet, but I don't think we're the only life form in the universe.
I agree.
I don't like.
But I
I'm
mean,
not
you
saying
You
aliens are going
think
to be
there's
like.
frogs exist? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't think like there's
No, I'm-
big like
Green people? Yeah.
take me to your leader kind of aliens, but I think there's other life.
Do you think
Yeah.
that life is like too smart for us to understand, or do
So-
you think they're dumber? Than us?
So
Or
you
more
think
dumb?
there's
To
I
be
don't
fair,
know.
we're dumb. I feel like we're
No.
And it's I don't know.
No. You think
Especially-
there's no other intelligent being, right?
No, he's
That's
saying
what you're
he
saying.
definitely.
There's no.
I
Nothing,
think there's
He's saying like
monkeys.
stereotypical alien, like green things. With
Yeah,
like,
I don't
but
think
you think
there's-
they could be intelligent?
Do you think
I-
there's
there could
other
be intelligent life in
intelligent
the universe.
life?
The universe is so big, we
So
don't
you don't
know
think
how
there
far
are
it
I don't
goes.
think there's aliens like there are in the movie Signs, where they're like 7 feet tall and
Yeah.
like freaking creatures.
With how
And
little,
allergic to water.
Yeah, and allergic
I
to
feel
water.
like we shouldn't be able to say that there is or isn't because we, from what we can
Obviously,
see,
you can't say
Yeah,
for
what?
sure.
Well, right now
we
there
can't
is zero
say anything
evidence.
because
This is an
I
opinion.
know.
It's not a fact. I'm
We're not
saying, do you
saying-
think? Do you think there's?
I actually think I saw like
an alien.
yeah. Okay,
it's like
Yeah.
that's a weird
Yeah, well, the
star
thing is,
up
I don't
there.
know. I don't think aliens have communicated with Earth.
No.
anyway. I think.
I
they're
think
serious.
my personal opinion. I think I could agree that there might be some living thing, but
You don't
I
think this is intelligent?
really am set that there's nothing at all intelligent.
Do I feel like
Really?
we're on the
Nothing.
History
No way.
Channel?
I think there is an argument in Christianity, actually,
for aliens.
for the argument against aliens
Oh,
because
against
like the only thing that can create intelligence
is
is
yeah,
God,
humanity.
God.
God
right?
created
Speaking
humanity
of-
and
in
God
his
created
own
humanity
will,
and
in his own
nothing-
reflection.
yeah.
yeah,
and at least explicitly nothing else.
yeah. Well, he made all the animals. Well, that's for Earth.
Yeah.
yeah.
But the animals aren't like intelligent.
Yeah, but the Bible doesn't go on to explain that he necessarily didn't make anything else.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
true.
that's true.
That's
That's true.
true.
No, but what is
No, but he al-
consciousness? It's about consciousness.
No, we are. He also it does
Human-
say
Humans are the only thing with consciousness.
it does say humans are God's one true creation.
That's true.
So
made in His image.
so if you interpret it like
Yeah.
that, then
So there could be like bugs and stuff.
But
on
the
another
thing,
planet,
another thing
but
with
no
the
more
Bible
humans.
is it's so fascinating because I mean, over thousands and thousands of years, things have gone like changed and like lost in translation and like misinterpreted or like interpreted wrong. Because like it's just crazy to think. It's crazy also to think that like human life was a thing 2,000 years ago, or like we have proof of human life from like 15,000 years ago.
So speaking of the Bible, though, I watched a show on Netflix called Midnight Mass, and they talked about how like Jesus could have been a vampire, and like his blood and body gave life to everyone. Like how when you turn into like a vampire, you drink their blood. That was interesting.
Well,
I
I don't think the Bible really talks about
I'm not
that.
saying I believe it at all. But I thought it was interesting.
Was
Oh,
it like
I'm
I'm assuming it was
trying to
like
find,
fiction, like a fiction.
Yeah.
Okay.
well, I'll agree with you.
Yeah,
It's
I hear you.
interesting.
that is an interesting
No,
take.
also one thing, it's like you could think that maybe there's like other planets or worlds with like the same Bible, and it says that like they're created in God's image. Maybe they're like completely different, and then think that like
Do you
God's
think?
image is
Do you think
different.
there are alternate universes, like
Yes.
a parallel universe thing?
Yes.
Like, is there a universe where, like, right now in this moment, I'm sitting there?
Well, then that directly opposes the
I think there's a universe
Yeah.
where coal is like tan.
No, I think if you could say that, then you can say aliens for sure.
Yeah. Well,
I
if
think
you,
that's one step.
if
further
there's
than
parallel
aliens.
universes, then you can consider the other people
Yeah.
aliens.
Yeah.
yeah, well, yeah, it's all about perspective. Like, to us, everything else would be an alien, but to them, we would be the alien.
Well,
but we
I
probably
don't-
wouldn't even be called an
What
alien.
I don't
You
understand
do
is how
black
they
meat.
can say the size of the universe, like how there is a size.
Yeah, it isn't.
That's like
No, because
So
it's forever
fascinating.
expanding. So
Huh?
there's no. you can't-
Yeah, the universe is ever. But
No,
isn't there a thing
okay,
that will
they say it's
expand too
expanding,
far?
but it can't expand.
You can't put a number on something that's expanding.
Yes, but how does it go on forever? It doesn't make any sense.
It just does. I
Yeah.
mean, when you think about it,
it's kind of crazy.
yeah. But then you get that thing. Since it doesn't make any sense, are we living in a simulation?
But also, you
I
couldn't.
thought about that.
I mean, it
Is
kind
the
of.
Matrix real?
No.
I mean,
You're
no.
not seriously saying that, are you? You
No,
are. So you are. You are.
No,
So
I
you're
don't
seriously-
believe it, but I'm
No, no.
saying like
But
it could.
you're
potentially
seriously
make
saying
sense.
that like you could think that you believe that.
I don't believe it. I'm saying.
But you're seriously saying that you could.
It
believe
has some like logic to it, I guess. Well, you don't know.
so.
You don't know what happens, and you don't know what's gonna. You can believe whatever you want to believe. You don't know what's going to happen until you die. Then you are going to find. Then you find out.
True.
Does that scare anyone else?
No, I feel like as a
Christian,
no. Does infinity scare you?
Oh, definitely. No,
like you will live for. Let's say if you go to heaven and you go forever, you will be there forever.
Well, the thing is,
Abraham
time will not be a concept at that point. If you're in heaven, you're on God's time, and you're just going to spend all your time doing. Like you're gonna have work to do.
Yeah, you could play like pickleball.
I mean, it says in the Bible, you're not gonna be tired. You're not gonna be hungry.
But
all the sufferings of humanity are gone when you are in heaven.
It's paradise, so like obviously it won't be like it
won't be boring.
It won't be boring.
Yeah.
But like just the concept of it never ever ending, no matter what, you will always be there.
Well, I think time's gonna be irrelevant. Like I feel like you're not at time. I think when you're there, you're not gonna perceive anything like a human anymore. By that point, like that, you're a completely different being at that point.
I feel like in a sense we're also, actually no, yeah. I mean Jackson has a point because like if we live forever, if we lived on this earth forever, what's stopping you from just like going to Hollywood and trying to be a movie star for 100 years? If that doesn't work out, then returning to your normal life and going to college.
Like reincarnation or like live forever?
No, I mean
like immortality.
If we were immortal,
that would be terrible.
No,
I would not want to live forever.
I mean, it's really hard to imagine a life.
Because you realize how many people you would go through, you would form bonds and attachments.
That's not exactly what I'm talking about.
I feel like
I'm just saying it's hard to imagine a life where like you don't have time to pressure you.
Are you talking about, is this like a parallel for life in heaven, or are you saying if you could be immortal on earth?
Yeah.
So, but I'm saying like, I don't know for a fact, but I imagine when you're there, you're not going to view time the same way we view time.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like immortality is the kind of thing where someone that views stuff as everything is limited, it is not something.
Yeah,
it's something that you
linear.
desire. Most people would want to be immortal, but once you're actually immortal, you wouldn't want to be because. Once you go through everything, there's nothing new.
Yeah. True. Yeah, like it's like Groundhog Day, where he tries to kill himself over and over and over.
It's like the rich people who say like they can only eat like $200 foods and stuff like that.
Like money doesn't buy you happiness.
$200 meals and stuff like that. Like their taste buds are
debatable. It can help. Yeah.
No, I really believe.
I don't know about happiness, but money can provide you security.
No, I really believe there's like a. It's hard to explain, but there's like a balance you need to be like happy between like
you want to have security and you want to be
statistically, the number for happiness is $100,000 a year. People that make $100,000 a year are the happiest people
because you have and you're not like overly. You don't have too much.
They're statistically happier than people with millions of dollars.
Yeah, for me. The ideal amount of money, you want to be secure with what you want to be able to do what you want to do. Like taking a vacation a year would be nice, or being able to have 2 cars instead of just one. Living comfortably is better than having everything to where you wouldn't be able to control all of it.
And then
you believed in the green light,
Like
you had to turn.
When you're poor, you're much more likely to get sick, and they're really
that's another
more unhealthy.
But what I'm talking about for happy, on a more day-to-day basis,
wake up and you feel.
No, one thing I do is whenever I feel just high on life.
Yeah.
Just like everything's going really well.
Wake up and the birds are singing, the sun.
Yeah, just literally everything is really cool. Yeah. I listen to sad music, really depressing music.
Well, I feel like I get what you're saying because I kind of do that too because it's at that point it doesn't really affect you.
Every time that happens to me, it just goes bad again.
No, but you see,
that's just the nature of it. It just there's ups and downs.
No, but
you gotta stay constant.
I was high on life, and then I got appendicitis. I was high on life, and then COVID hit.
Well, I feel like listening to sad music. Sad music for me is the most heartfelt music. It's the best music to listen to because it has the most. Because it has the most emotion to it.
That's true.
Well, but I don't know.
You
could
about breakup
but
songs.
sad songs are good, but simultaneously it's you can put like happy emotion into a song.
Exactly.
When I listen to sad music, it just makes me sad.
It like
Music doesn't affect me like that.
I
Except
only
one
listen
time,
to
there's this
music.
song. It's called "Earth Mover" by Have a Nice Life, and there's this part in it where there's like super like not heavy but like loud distorted guitar comes in, and it just like it's like a punch in the gut.
Dude, music affects me so much.
Well,
Like
I'm a pretty emotional person.
yeah, I feel like I
Y'all probably didn't know that about me. but-
Yeah, I feel like.
Are you gonna play it?
Sometimes.
If you're gonna play it, it's at
Dude,
like
Michael
it's at like,
Bublé,
it's at like
I-
5 minutes. Oh, cause copyright. Yeah.
No, he's not gonna hear it. I'm just gonna do this.
Go to like
Okay.
5 minutes.
Okay. No, but music
Like
like
actually, like yeah, like 5 minutes.
it really affects me
Music-
so much.
Let's just start.
Like if I hear a song
really-
that I've
it's
heard
not even,
before,
like, vocals.
it like reminds me of that time in my life.
Nostalgia
Oh,
behind
yeah.
songs
Nostalgia
is
impacts your
insane.
music, and that's something I thought about. everyone views everything differently.
No,
And like
that is
when
so
when
crazy.
like sad songs like that I listen to during like a really hard part of my life, like it brings me back to that.
Yeah.
And so when I like hear a song that was like around when I was having a really tough time, like
Do you have
it
a
just
specific
brings me
one?
back. Huh?
Do you know your specific one?
No, not
Don't.
necessarily.
I feel like there's
it's like in Silver Linings Playbook. If you've ever seen that movie,
Yeah.
Bradley
No.
Cooper's guy listens to the Stevie Wonder song and he like.
I have such a good point. Okay, there's songs for like our generation, like Fireflies by Owl City.
Yeah.
If you play that for almost anybody our age, they will know every word to that song.
Okay.
That is just like, that's crazy to me because it's such a good song.
That's true. That's true.
Like,
No, but
I don't know if it's necessarily.
I don't know if that's like a sad thing though. Like
Firefly?
it reminds you of a time in your past.
nostalgia is.
It
a good
reminds
thing.
you of a good
It's a good
time.
and a bad thing, depending on the circumstances.
Yeah.
Like,
Because
I'm
it
ta-
can
I'm
take you
talking
to a bad
about
place, it can
bad
be a good
things.
place. Yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm talking.
Yeah. It's kind of it's like
Yeah.
so. It's like
Yeah.
So you don't know any
it
songs
hits
in
some-
particular?
It's
I do.
crazy. I was just
Which-
listening
which-
to it.
well,
and it came in. I was like,
gotta listen to that Aphex Twin.
You mind to share which
Yeah.
songs like
Well-
really bring you back? or-
Well, it's not even
No, it's-
nostalgia. It's like it's pretty literal.
Is it like? I'm sure we have different feelings, but is it like you remember like how you felt? Not like you remember like
Yeah.
It's the
what was
emotion.
happening.
You remember
really, but
the
you just
feeling
remember
in
the
your gut.
feelings of what.
Yeah, it's the emotion.
Yeah,
Right?
like
That's it.
like I have like a pretty rough family life,
Mm-hmm.
like growing up, and like just the music just brings that back, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
tough.
Is it like? Was it like a? Is it like a therapy now, or is it something that you don't want to?
I don't want to.
You
don't
you
want to.
I
avoid
avoid
listening
it,
to that
yeah.
music. Yeah, I think I would too.
Yeah, same.
Well, yeah, because what's something I was mentioning was like everyone, especially when it comes to music and nostalgia, and this goes to anything. Everyone views and has different experiences with everything. Like
True,
that song
true.
that Jack just played, he had never heard it before. I've listened to that song numerous times, and
It's
it's
so-
like you've
it's-
never heard it before. And it's like country music. You guys love country music. I can't name two
Well,
country songs.
No, it's so weird to
And
me.
it's like that's one of your favorite songs.
No,
I
yeah,
don't even know.
the idea that like it's the same thing, right? Just something you have
Yeah, it's
to
an
one
objective
person
thing, but it's
can be like
completely
nothing,
viewed
but to someone,
subjectively.
but
Yeah.
to like you could be like your whole entire world.
No, and this is something I thought about. There are things that like I've experienced that like my grandfather or like my grandparents will never get to experience. But then there are things they've experienced that I will never get to experience because it's like they lived through like the 60s and 50s and stuff. I didn't live through that.
Wait, have y'all ever had that? Like, if you're listening or if you hear the experience of someone from another generation, you wish that you lived in their time because it just sounds so interesting to you.
Yeah, but I also
wish I
hate
grew
people who are
up in
like,
the
I was
60s.
born in the wrong generation. I should have lived in the 60s.
I
That's
was.
so
I
dumb.
freaking hate this generation. I hate these kids. I hate freshmen this year.
No,
Kids
yeah,
suck.
Dunbar.
I hate Fortnite.
Dunbar right now. They're like 4 fights on Thursday, and then
Dude,
like
well, we
4
got a fight.
more.
Miss Louise, or a certain teacher at our school got in the, like, she was stopping it, and we
Yeah.
all went out in the hallway to look, and we were just like, as soon as she turns around, jump back into the class. 'Cause you know how she is.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, no. Now Dunbar freshmen have to dismiss in class, like at different times than everybody else.
Wow.
They go
Oh,
like
it's
5 minutes
it's not
early.
that bad at Henry Clay.
Yeah,
That's
it's
crazy.
Because I think every single fight, like 10 fights in the past 3 days, all of them have been with freshman girls.
Y'all Fayette County schools
Dude.
are crazy.
A couple of years
one
ago,
school.
a girl at Henry Clay threw a microwave at another girl.
Dude, I was there. I wasn't
That's
there.
crazy.
The microwave incident.
Yeah, the
Dude,
microwave.
Woodford, the
incident.
only like bad thing on the last day of school, they caught like a couple kids smoking weed in the bathroom, and that's about it.
Dang, Woodford's a good school.
Uh,
Goody
Yeah.
two shoes.
I know. We just have a bunch of country kids. That's about
Gold
it.
face.
Mr. Edwards. Come to the council office.
I'm
Me.
so jealous of like your all's county schools doing sports games though. For the
It's like
student
the way
sections.
more hype.
For
Yeah.
the student
Because
sections.
it's like the whole county shows up for your game.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
like when I
Yeah,
went to a
yeah.
Woodford
Woodford.
football game, the whole thing was packed.
Dude, they got a police escort for our football team
That's
for the playoff game.
Yeah, that's
It was they lined up. They had like the whole streets lined
probably
up with
just because Henry
fans.
Clay sucks. That's what no one
Yeah.
shows.
Hey, our basketball team's undefeated, right?
Our
Football
basketball
team.
team is usually pretty good, I think.
Jackson, what are your thoughts on this?
On football?
I have no idea.
I haven't gone to Henry Clay football game.
Hey, I was there when we won our only regular season game. I was.
Wait. Jackson's
you
you never
I
gone
went to the homecoming
He
game
went to
sophomore year.
he went to the homecoming
because
game
you
with
went to
Cole my
Panda
sophomore
before.
year.
Yeah.
and that was it.
Yeah. Henry Clay's.
Didn't you go to the
Wait.
recognition?
No,
No. I was at.
he was at June or the camp. The
Oh, you were
I was at
national
nationals.
select. I remember that now. Yeah.
I've been to
Jackson
the
was-
sophomore year homecoming, and then I was at the
Recognition.
recognition.
That was fun.
That was
Because
it.
remember there was a rainbow at the recognition.
Yeah.
Like, there was like a. It just.
No one even realized we got recognized.
It was awful.
It was so
Yeah, they like
bad.
put, okay. So you have the whole football
Tell
field.
them how you got recognized.
Okay, so last year the swim team got recognized for like our performance. Like we got second to Dunbar.
Men
Or no, we
tied.
tied. The men
I'm
tied.
gonna get my ring.
It was at state.
No, men tied.
I'll let you explain.
So I think we tied overall at regionals, and then the men tied again at state, but we got second overall
Yeah.
at state, and
And-
because our girls lost.
Yeah, and then Jackson got like All American and stuff. And so
Yeah.
they recognized all that at the swim meet or at the football game. But we were like all over on this side, and like all the game was down here. And like the microphone was so quiet you could barely hear it. But they were like listing all these accomplishments of stuff we had done. And then like when it was over, like 10 people clapped. 'Cause no one could hear.
Dude, I didn't even know it was happening.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was over until
Yeah.
they were like, "Okay, walk off, guys."
I didn't. know
Luckily, I
anything.
wasn't there.
It was bad. So the reason why Jackson wasn't there, do you want to tell them why you weren't there?
Yeah. I got invited to the National Select Camp in San Diego, California, and I was one of 48 athletes who got accepted in, and they basically sponsored everyone to come fly out, and we were at the camp for four training days and 5 days total. We got to stay at the Olympic Training Center, and there was a bunch of good food, and it was
the good food.
it was very good food. We had a bunch of chocolate milk and stuff, but we had I think 8 practices over the course of the 5 days, and it was just the top guys in the nation all coming together to practice, and so it was just a really
Can I ask you about
really nice environment.
Can I ask you something about the people there?
Yeah.
What's like an interaction that you remember the most, or that you like the most, or like somebody that you thought was really cool there?
Shout out someone.
Shout out to Will Moglin,
Will Mod. Oh, that's the number one guy in our class, right?
number one
Yeah.
recruit for class of 2023. He was one of the most encouraging guys there, I'd say.
Are like the people who are really, really fast, like, are any of them really cocky, or are they all really supportive and like, hey, let's grind this out together? Or they're
I
like,
would
I'm
say
super good.
very supportive.
Well, that's also
They're super not cocky. They encouraging. Like
Yeah, that's
there's this one guy, Josh Zukowski. He's
Yeah.
one of the number one recruits in my class.
Stanford commit.
Yeah,
is what he
Stanford.
said
I think he lives in Indiana.
No,
Oh, he's
Florida.
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 Who am I thinking?
And
of?
he
I don't know.
he was
Michael
really
Jordan.
encouraging. Like I was saying, like you got to go in front of me. You're way faster than I am. And he's like, no, you got it. You can push. You can do it. And so he's pushing me.
So you went in front of Josh Zukowski?
I did
That's
for
funny.
one of the backstrokes.
Wait, you did backstroker too.
Yeah.
Were there any kids that you were surprised how not so great they were at training for how fast they were?
don't say their names.
No name calling.
Yeah,
but-
there were
Like, is
There
there one
were
in
a lot.
particular?
Slackers?
Well, it's just like people that I know are like really
Like, anybody you know? Whisper it to me.
on our team.
No. Like,
I don't know
camp.
names.
You don't know names?
I don't know all the names. There were some kids that I know are like really like comparable to like me, like pretty, like really fast, but like would get destroyed in practice.
Yeah.
And then there was people who were like,
Just throw down in practice.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
They
then
are slow at beats.
yeah,
Dude, I went
So,
59
it's an
hundred
interesting
back in
spectrum.
practice when I was 12 in practice, and then I never broke that a meet until I was 14.
That's pretty sad.
It's like my 50 free. I got 3 best times in the 50 free in practice before I did out of meet.
Did you notice anything different about, like, just in general, about the people there?
The environment.
Just like a common, just like
Like the work ethic?
focus
Yeah.
or a common attitude.
They were all massive.
They're probably all very
they're all
strong.
they're all way more athletic than me.
Yeah.
They're
Could they
like-
be
they're-
on the...
Okay, so tragedy struck, and we filmed like 30 minutes without recording.
Yeah.
We're having a good conversation.
No, yeah,
Should we pick up where we left off?
I did it.
yes. The main
Oh, we're still
question.
going?
The main
We're
question
going
was
up.
Jackson asked.
Well, Jackson
was it?
was
You like-
arguing.
We're talking about like sin, the nature of sin.
Are you born
Are you,
good?
are you born,
Are
are
you
you born
evil?
good, evil, or blank slate? That's what we're
Are
talking
you Thomas
Yeah.
Hobbes, Jack Locke, or Jacques
No.
Rousseau?
Hey, no,
about.
yeah,
No, that's not right.
No,
It's not.
John-
Why'd you say Jack Locke?
John Locke.
John
You
Locke.
said
I
you're getting
might have said
confused. You're
Jack.
Montesquieu. That's like separation of powers.
No, I never said Montesquieu.
Oh, Rousseau.
Rousseau.
That's still all governments.
So going
No,
back
but
to
their,
the original
their
question.
views of government are
the
based
original
off
question.
of
That wasn't the original question.
Okay. just- never mind.
their views of government are
we
based
were
off
asking,
of human nature.
are people born good or bad?
That wasn't the original question. What was
Yeah.
the question?
No.
It was like,
It
are
was
people
like-
hopeless?
Oh,
Yeah,
No,
okay.
it evolved into that.
It was
no.
like
No, the
if-
first question was like, do you think anyone is hopeless?
No, we were talking about how
And-
people in our group. I don't.
what I think
Just go off what Nathan.
We'll go
was
off
saying.
what that is.
are
Yeah,
people
okay.
hopeless? What are we defining as hopeless?
As in,
Like,
they
no
have no
future.
future. Like, there's
Well,
no way
Nathan-
they
Nathan
can
was
make it out.
defining
No?
it.
Yeah, we were talking. We had different definitions. You all were thinking, are they hopeless and like, will
They'll
they
grow up
make it?
and
Will
be
they make
poor.
it and like have a house and have a family and stuff like that? I was thinking, will they? Is their character?
Oh,
like,
like
can
their
you give up? Can
personality?
you give up on their character?
I believe your
Like,
character
it's-
is set when you're
I disagree.
little, when you're young.
and
Your
then
character?
that's where we completely.
No,
Yeah.
no. The defining characteristics of me are how my parents brought me up. My character is when I did something wrong, my dad would spank me. I learned through that, and by the time my brain finishes developing, like I'm set. There's not really anything that's going to change my character.
But I feel like there's. I don't know if that's completely true. That's like a base.
I agree.
Your parents teaching you, you never stop learning.
Yeah.
Like, once your brain finishes developing, that doesn't inhibit you from learning new things.
I think he's saying because when you're a child, that's the first thing you learn. That's when you're.
No, it's like-
It's when you set your morals.
That's
Everyone
yeah,
has
it's a
their
base
own
of
morals, and like people will give up on them as they go through life. But
Yeah.
I think that is when you define who you are.
But because people give up on them, that means that they change them, right?
Yeah, your morals.
So
your
then I
morals
think-
change as you
because-
age.
Yeah. So if you give up on what you used to believe, then why can't you do that again?
Well, you can, yeah.
Yeah. So then you can't really give up on it.
But I mean, like, how often do people like successfully like turn their life around? Like a truly evil person who's done terrible things. Like, can they change?
It
Yeah,
is
yeah. I
possible.
mean, like,
Can they
Jeffrey
change like
Dahmer did.
become good, or can they change like get out of jail and get a house?
I think become good.
become good, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if you're
Well, yeah, I do believe that.
yeah,
But
Well-
I feel like most
Yeah,
likely
that's what I'm saying.
they don't. I like it's possible.
harder. I mean, you're gonna see way less people. Like, it's like a spectrum. It's polarizing. It's like the worse you are, I feel like the harder it is going to be to become really good. If you've done a few bad things, then it's going to be easier to become bad.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I saw this video. It was on
like
TikTok
towards the back
of this guy who murdered 2 people when he was 12 or 13. And it was like completely his fault. It was completely his fault. It was like unsolicited, and it was his fault. It was murder. But then he was sentenced like 170 years in jail.
And then he lived through it.
No. He's like 40 right now or something. Or 30 something. But when he was 12. When he was like 12 or 13.
Well,
and that's the thing.
Well, my Christian views are that everyone can
reach salvation.
saved.
Yeah.
And that's why, and like he's not going to get out of jail, and that's really sad, like he's not going to be able to experience anything like a normal person be able to do, like graduate and like have kids and have a house and like stuff like that. But I think that it's still really important that they didn't like give him a death sentence or something like that.
But
like they still gave him the chance to have to change,
to find
to have
a
moral
peace, to find an inner peace, and be like find comfort. Because like after you commit that, and you're gonna have like your life turn around. Yeah. It's like you want to find comfort if you become a Christian. You want to find peace with God, and you don't.
And like
I think the question I was answering is will people.
But then there's another side to that where you can give a kid who murdered 2 people at 12 years old. Why would you want to keep him alive for that long? Because he took 2 people's lives. There's no reason for having him alive.
He took 2 people's lives, but then
there's no justification.
Is he hopeless?
No, he took 2 people's lives, but then do you want the moral responsibility of taking another life?
That's true.
A 12-year-old kid.
But then it's the thing. It's like, do you believe life for life, eye for an eye, hand for a hand? No. Do you believe in that? No. Do you believe they put a man on the moon?
No, and what Jackson said, it's like we're not answering his question because his question is, will people do it? I think the sad thing is
unlikely.
It's like that other side.
It's like the further worse you are, the harder it's going to be.
And with that other side, I feel like there's no justification for killing another person.
Yeah,
self-defense.
Well, self-defense. That's for murder.
For murder.
There's no justification for murder.
For murder.
You can't say, that dude looked at me weird. I just had to I had to take him out.
War is murder.
I think war. It's the leaders
the blood's on their hands.
Yeah.
Not exactly the leaders,
because those people are going to come in and kill your family and stuff. You defend them,
that's self-defense stuff.
Yeah,
but you're just talking about walking down the street, seeing a homeless guy, and say, "Pop!"
That's not.
No. We're talking about if the kid who murdered 2 people, can we kill him? It's like death sentence.
I don't like how you're phrasing it.
You're like, we have
that's the other side. That's the flip side of the idea that I brought up.
Should we kill Nate?
No, because there are people that would argue that. Because if he killed 2 people, there's no reason that he should be alive. But there's no justification for other people to decide that. That's not their decision to make.
I think the person should be given a second chance.
Second chance.
Okay, if you murder,
and by second chance, you mean ability to live. He's gonna be in jail.
I think every human has the right to live. But then, by killing somebody, you're taking someone else's
the life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness.
If you die, you should.
Nate, you're really using your AP.
You think so?
I know.
I think if you kill someone cold blood, you should die for it.
And this is from the perspective of a kid who has 2 lawyer parents.
Okay, well, I took criminal justice, and the point of some people, it's the ethical. Do we have a right to kill them? And then the other half of that argument is there's a statistic out there that 1 out of every 10 death sentences is illegitimate.
In my opinion,
the person did not commit the crime. They find out 20 years later after they already killed the person.
That's where the death penalty is.
In my opinion.
But the death penalty should be used very, with heavy thought with it. If there's a person, I don't know the names of very famous serial killers, but if you catch, Ted Bundy, you should put him to death.
Life in prison is a death penalty, though. It's just a long
It's just, the only thing with life in prison...
No. Life in prison is very different.
A life sentence is
very
not
different
life.
than death sentence. Because
life in prison condemns. It makes you it makes everybody else pay for that person's
No,
life.
but I think the difference between life in prison and a death sentence is bigger than the difference between life in prison and nothing. No sentence at all.
What do you mean by that?
Because the person who gets life in prison still gets life.
Yeah.
And still gets a chance to think and...
But then that comes
Well,
back to the
but then
question,
that-
are they hopeless? Do they deserve
No.
a second chance?
No.
Yeah.
If they're a
That's where
serious,
my
if like
ideas
Ted
lie.
Bundy, do you think Ted Bundy deserves a second chance?
I mean, I think he has the
Paul,
right.
shut up. No.
He has. I mean,
No,
he did all those horrible things. He deserves to die in jail.
No,
So,
but would
I
you?
guess that's
Would
a death
you?
penalty, but I'm saying life in prison, no parole,
I-
where you are going to
would-
die
would
in
you-
prison.
would you-
He's going to give a chance to find his inner peace, maybe to rediscover
So
himself.
say
You kill him
you're
right
born-
But
away,
maybe
he's gonna.
most people would argue he doesn't deserve to find that inner peace because he didn't let
Because of the truly evil things that he did.
he didn't let
Because
the
he
other
didn't
people
give
come
them
to
a-
their inner
Yeah,
peace.
I think it's so
Yeah, no,
different.
it's fair.
Prison and the death penalty, because when you're on death row, you have that realization.
That's also
like,
true. You
I'm
could
about
have
to
that on
die,
death
but if
row.
you're just in prison, it's
You're
like
just in
I'm
prison.
just
And
living.
it's
It doesn't
also
matter.
it's not like they're just coming up. They don't have the electric chair anymore. It's lethal injection.
I think pain isn't like...
Yeah, pain.
Pain.
No, lethal
I don't
injection can go really wrong, and like it can go. If they
Everything
don't,
goes really wrong.
yeah, like if they do the lethal injection wrong, and like you wake back up, and like it is not.
No,
very
they
good.
take 3 drugs and I think we researched it for our mass incarceration
We
project.
did. I don't
They have
remember
3
that.
different drugs. It's like one puts you to sleep, one takes the pain away, and the other kills you. But like sometimes they mess
It messes
up.
up,
Like
yeah.
you can be awake
While they keep, like
and feel it
it's awful.
and not be able to move,
yeah, it's like
This
really.
Or
is
you can be-
paralysis.
or you can be asleep but feel it. And, like there's a bunch of different things that
It's
go wrong.
it can be done really poorly.
One question that's really popular, I guess, is if you were born in like 1915, I guess it'd be 1915,
World War One.
and
Oh no.
Hush.
after so World War II was 1930,
Yeah.
1930.
and okay, you were born in like 1900, and you were 15, or you're like 20 or 30, and you were at the hospital where Hitler was born. So would you kill
Oh,
him
but
as
kill
a
him,
baby?
go back in time and
Would
kill
you
him.
go?
Baby
Would you
Hitler?
kill him as a baby?
No, I would just make sure he gets into art school.
No, but the thing is, even if you did kill baby Hitler, the thing is, what would be stopping someone else from doing the same
That's
thing?
the
It would
thing,
just
there
be a
would be
different
another
name.
Hitler.
I know, but let's just say for some reason it's only you, and you had the choice to either let Hitler live.
Okay,
I would
are
let him.
we saying that
Kill him.
history would be the exact same minus World War II?
I'm
I mean,
saying
it would change
World
the
War
course
II,
of history.
Because there's
No,
no
but that's the
guarantee
thing.
that
It's like,
whatever
are we talking
Hitler
about
did would stop.
like a paradox where like the whole future's going to change?
Or
are
just
we
saying
saying-
World War II's gone now? If you kill
And
him.
that
And
whole
the Holocaust.
thing didn't
I'm
happen.
saying that's a really because my answer before was no, but then if you say like, oh, now these millions of people who were killed, my answer before was like, no, don't kill Hitler.
Well, the thing is, are you just saying just World War II, or are you saying it would change the whole course of history? That was
Because I mean, it would.
Well, then we
Yeah,
don't have
yeah,
a
it
right
would
to.
change.
So, like,
just think that's a crazy thing though. Every little decision you make impacts.
I remember
the
my
entire
argument.
Go back
now.
in time,
No,
step on
I
the
remember
ladder,
my
come
argument
back
now. My
every
argument.
rebellion.
No, my argument. So my answer was no, even though it would change history. Of course, if Hitler was killed, that's a baby. I still want to kill him, and that's because
You adopt him and you raise him properly.
no.
I
That's,
spanked him
Chess,
when
not
he
let's say you
tries.
couldn't change his life either. So like.
He would go
World
down
War
to-
II still happened. Like terrible. I wouldn't because I think at some like point it was his fault. Like of course it was his fault. It was his own actions. He's responsible for everything.
But you're saying if you don't kill him, then World War II's still gonna happen.
yeah,
and everyone's
but like
gonna die.
it wasn't really. I can't completely blame it.
How?
Watch. I'm,
Yeah,
con-
watch
yeah,
what you're
I'm-
about
I'm-
to-
You're
watch what you're
kind
about
of
to-
saying that.
No, I can't completely blame it on that one like baby that moment he was born. I think
Okay, yeah.
that baby.
Yeah, that brings
That
us
But
back
that
to
baby's gonna grow up to be Adolf Hitler.
That baby was had experienced like absolutely terrible things and like witnessed like millions of people die and
yeah, that brings.
in Germany because they had an anarchy.
This is a baby though. What?
I know, but as he was growing,
No, this brings us
yeah,
back
'cause
to
after
our
World War
people
I-
born.
Yeah, but that's the thing. World War II, there were a lot of things that happened. Like after, like we put severe restrictions onto Germany with the Treaty of Versailles that caused them basically World War II
Stretches at 140.
Stretches at
Oh, really?
145.
Okay. Well, so let's hurry finish this then. So, I think my point was that the world set up for
That to happen.
the world set
I
up for
guess-
that to happen.
well, yeah,
and
it-
like
it
really
goes back to World
evil,
War I,
extremely evil people in history, like him. You can name like
Stalin.
Stalin,
Yeah.
Mussolini.
But
They're a product of.
They're
what
just a
happened.
product of the evils of other people.
Stuff that happened before.
And you could even argue that
Yeah.
brings us back to: Are you born evil?
And that's why I say
Is-
no.
Those
I think you're
people.
like Slate. That just makes
Yeah,
makes sense.
because what's happening in Germany at the time that Hitler was born caused him to do
grow up in the sense of like we hate Jewish people. There was a lot of anti-Semitism in
and he just like
in Europe throughout
vocalized
the
it.
whole. Even now, there still is. I mean, it's not as rampant, but like there's still definitely.
So, I guess to conclude on a question, do you think Wilt Chamberlain is the number one male athlete of all time?
I mean,
No, I
Would
was gonna say no.
communism work?
Well, does communism work?
No, it's not. Communism would work if
Theoretically.
everybody were perfect.
communism.
But nobody is perfect, so it won't
Well,
ever
yeah,
work.
human
Thanks,
greed.
awesome.